All right, so I've got all my supplies cut out to make our cute little Happy Holidays rocker card. And on the inside, there's two different sentiments you can use. This is one of them. May the simple joys of the season warm your heart. And then the other one is wishing you health and happiness this holiday season. So these are print and cuts. And actually most of this card is a print and cut option. So with these little pieces here, you can either do this as a print and cut, or I would say cut it out of vinyl. These words are so small, I would not recommend trying to cut it out of cardstock. So I did a lot of this as a print and cut today. And let's go ahead and put it together. So we're gonna start with our base piece, and you've got the score line down the middle. So I'm just gonna fold down that score line. And then let me get my bone folder here. You really want to reinforce that score line. I guess I'm just gonna use this because it's very important that things are gonna fold on that line, because that's what's gonna hold up your rocker piece. So you really want to get that score line working well. All right, and then we can go ahead and start putting these pieces together. So I want to just get this centered on here, kind of all around. And I am just going to be using some tape runner today. This is Tombow Mono Permanent Adhesive. I find I like tape runner because it's not as messy. It's gonna still stick really well, and it doesn't warp the paper. And I do want to just kind of try to get some of these edges a little bit better. I'm gonna do this down this way. You could certainly pop this up as well if you wanted. On this card here, I only popped up the Happy Holidays. So I'm just gonna lay this on here. I want to make sure I have a nice even border all the way around. And then I'm also trying to line up the word Christmas, and I want to get that kind of lined up on the sides with some of my little bumps here, to kind of make those fit within a bump as well. And I've got that done. And then this is gonna go on the front of your card here. So the reason I wanted to line those bumps up is because I want those to kind of be centered through my score mark here and make my Christmas centered. And then when you open it up, so that's on the front, and then you open it up, your sentiment is gonna go on the inside here. So let's go ahead and just put this in here, and you should have a nice even border all the way around there as well. Again, I'm using my tape runner. And then I like to kind of just keep it folded so I can see. And then I'm just eyeballing this. And I'm just trying to also just get it nice and center. Well, this is the one downfall of the tape runner, is once it's down, you're done. So that's not quite where I wanted it, but it's gonna have to work. That's where liquid glue is kind of nice. You'll have opportunities to move things around. All right, so now back to the front to put our piece on here. Again, I'm gonna use that tape runner. Actually, we can pop this one up. Let's see how that looks. We're gonna go ahead and pop this one off. I'm only gonna put pop dots on the bottom half here because the top is not going to be on there. So let's go ahead and just flip this over. And I'm just kind of making a mental note of where Christmas, the word Christmas is at. That is gonna be kind of my center point there. We'll use a few of these. Let's see. Looks like maybe it needs another one kind of down here towards the bottom. And one more out here. That's better. All right, so I'm just gonna peel the backings off of all of these. Again, you can just glue this, but the big thing is only doing the bottom half. You do not want to glue the top half because that's gonna just hang off. And then to get this one centered, I like to open it back up. You can still see that score line very well. And then again, I'm just centering. I'm gonna center left to right, and then I want that word Christmas to kind of go right through my score line there. And if it's kind of in the center of the entire deal, and you want your words to be going the correct direction as well, nice and up and down. And once you get it where you like it, go ahead and just press down on those pop dots. Oh, and looks like I got one that was a little bit too high. These peel off easily. So I can just save that for a different time. Nope, we'll just toss that one. So now you can see, you know, when it rocks a little, and that looks pretty good there. And then we can go ahead and pop dot up our Happy Holidays. You can see I'm a little off center here. In the original file, I had put a snowflake over in this corner, but it didn't cut well. So I'm gonna go ahead and update this file so your Happy Holidays is centered inside your tag here. And I'm gonna go ahead, I'm just gonna cut this pop dot in half since this is so small. I should say foam squares. So we'll cut this in half, and I'm going to put it on each end. And I'm gonna do one also in the middle. I'm just gonna use another little one here, just for some extra stability. Can peel the backings off of all of these. Okay. And we just want to make sure our words go in the right direction. And I've got this, so it's going to go kind of down at the bottom here. You can bring it up a little higher, kind of however you want to do it. I wanted all those words to really show up, but with this being popped up, I think I am gonna take this one a little bit higher to kind of use some of that extra dimension in the center to pop that up a little bit more. So there is your completed card with your sentiment on the inside. So folded, this guy is about, let's see, we're at about 3.5 inches tall, and at the score line here, 4.25 wide. So this will fit in your normal A2 envelopes. So there is your Happy Holidays rocker cards, and you'll see they have a nice little rock. This is why it's important to keep that score line nice and tight. That is what's gonna let it, you know, kind of hold up and rock.